So this is a typical but not typical setup where we put up our tent around the affected area. We'll take you inside. We do have different shoes we use for when you're inside, but we haven't started the mess yet, so I can wear my normal ones. This is a very typical old stucco ceiling. It's been painted a couple million times probably. Very, very tough to work with. This is the patch that somebody has tried to achieve to fix some time ago, but now the owner is selling and the real estate says, well, we need to make that look a little better. So what we're going to try to do is get this patched to look a whole lot better than it does and to reblend it. In some cases like this, that product that is put on there, which becomes one of the largest problems in home ownership, is the inadequate products that are out there that people don't realize the difference, which is understandable because there's not enough out there to tell people. But when you put this kind of product on here, it just causes more of an issue to try and fix it later. This is where it's effective in this kind of situation. For a homeowner, if they had one of my emergency repair kits, they could have effectively repaired this themselves to the point where it's not ugly, and repaired so the homeowner isn't expected to get into this extent of a tent and a workshop sort of environment. But it allows us to come in at a later date and fix this effectively without any more cost to the customer because they've used the wrong product. In this case, we actually have to use a grinder, as you can see here, getting ready to take this product off. It is just like cement, and then we'll proceed from there. Okay, so we're back again. We've done some grinding, and you can see the area's gotten quite a bit bigger than we had originally. Pretty dusty in here at the moment, so you make sure you wear a mask and glasses if you ever had to do this. We've chosen to leave this product that they've put in because this was a hole, and they used some kind of cement or something or other in order to fill the hole rather than cutting the drywall out and doing it properly. But at this point, the homeowner has no money and no resources, so we're going to do the best we can to fix up what they have, blend it back in, and hopefully they can sell their house and get some money back that they desperately need at this point, and all will be good. Okay, so we have our ceiling now sanded and prepared and ready to put a first application on. What I'm about to do is something that is very similar to if you were to buy my emergency repair kit. This is how you would basically apply it to the problem that you would have at home that preps everything for a proper repair, given into the account that at home somebody would not be going through everything that I've just done for this repair area. It would be a much simpler version. But unfortunately I'm taking this myself, so I can't show you exactly how I do it. But basically it's the product that you see here, which is a custom mix. I might be able to do this one-handed a little bit just to show you. And then we take it and we start applying it, similar to painting. This mix is not a standard anything you can buy anywhere. This is mixed by me. It has several different ingredients in it that you can't purchase at a store that I've developed that works effectively in any kind of a repair situation. So if you could picture this as being your house, and that was just a piece of tape that fell off, and you didn't want to do any repair work because you don't know how, this is what you would purchase. This is how you would get rid of, as we call, the ugly. I'm going to have to put this down now, and I'll return in a minute. Okay, so as you can see, even just with my, what would be the emergency repair kit results, what you see basically is the color difference because things are wet. But this is something that, with my product and a little bit of instruction, people can achieve at their own house. And again, this is something that is not the ultimate fix, but it keeps things relative for that when you do call the ceiling doctor. It's not going to cost you a whole lot more money for us to fix anything that somebody else has bought or purchased and tried to do a repair that we have to remove. So the final step in what I'm about to do will be the spraying application. And then your next shot, you will see everything taken down and cleaned up. So here we are, all cleaned up, just about anyway. A couple little things left to do. There's our area. Again, there's a little bit of color difference at the moment because it's wet. That's one of the biggest problems we run into in this is color matching. But we have ways of dealing with that. So there's one person that I need to direct this to, would be Mr. Mike Holmes. He actually has helped me in a sense that years ago I heard him say that doing this reblending process of stucco could not be done, as he said this on national television, which encourages me to even work a little harder to make it that much more good at blending. So Mike, if you're watching this, you need to know that this can be done. I've been doing it for over 10 years. And this is what we call the happy medium. Not everybody can afford to go and rip down all their ceilings and redo things and whatnot. And don't get me wrong, I love your show. You do great work. But there is alternatives for people out there. And I think that they need to know that. So far I've got many happy customers up here in Muskoka, and I do travel down south to the Greater Toronto area quite often, and up north, Parry Sound, North Bay. No unhappy customers yet. Thanks for watching The Ceiling Doctor. Just one more thing. This complete repair, even with the grinding, which is not a common part of what we do, was completed from start to finish in approximately 5 hours. So if this was your house, by the time you come home from work, you'd have no idea we were here.